姐啊，咁今日又嚟繼續我哋嘅 Hogwarts Legacy 啊，咁喺正式開始之前又嚟繼續睇下我哋個 YouTube channel 嘅運作正常先啊。好 OK， 運作正常，事不宜遲，即刻開始。
Why would the door lead us here?
Sebastian, look. Why hide a triptych here?
Seems as if something's missing.
Right. Let's have a look.
我而家比較擔心我位，我覺得我個袋已經支撐唔到我玩落去，我可以臨時走路喺呢度。我好後悔啊！我試下睇可唔可以燒出嚟。可唔可以燒出嚟啊？係唔得嘅，好嘢！我哋諗住學嘅，依家未解㗎。
Anything helpful in the note?
Revelio. A rune symbol. I've seen similar symbols used by the keepers.
I've been thinking. A keeper lived in that house centuries ago, and Ranrock and his lot have been searching there. You said that goblins may be wielding some form of this ancient magic. Do you think Anne was cursed by ancient magic?
I can't be sure, of course, but I don't think so. I didn't see any traces of it around your sister.
Very well. But that doesn't mean it's not ancient magic. There's still so much we don't know about it.
True. Perhaps this triptych will lead us to answers.
Then we'll have to unravel what this all means. But now I need to see Ominous. Don't worry, I won't tell him anything. But I mentioned that, apparently, Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium here, in Hogwarts.
You did not. Sounds worth looking into. Any idea where in the castle?
No idea. Ominous just learned of it. I'll let you know what I find out. I had no idea our visit to Sian would unfold into all of this. My head's an utter mess. But I'm glad you told me everything you did. I'll be in touch. Till then.
Revelio.
嗱，呢度點解好似有啲似霍格華茲初初佢帶我嚟練習嘅嗰一個密室嘅？好似
We're near the ruins of Falbaton Castle. After dark.
好嘢，即刻衝出去先啊！賣嘢啊！點解可以由嗰個位就直接嚟咗呢度？都唔熟嗰個位，可能個布拉塔喺屋企咁樣變咗個通道。 我要拿一张开有的电视的另外一把表给大家。
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
有敌人放回去了。
What will I do without her? Hello, is something the matter?
Most decidedly, yes. My precious mooncalf biscuit was abducted by poachers up north. Oh, the vicious brutes. I tried to fight back, but I was no match for them.
I'm sorry about your mooncalf, Mr.
Garnuff. Just Garnuff. I'm only one goblin. Not a particularly brave one at that. I have no chance against a pack of bloodthirsty poachers. Oh, my poor biscuit. I can only hope she's able to escape.
Why do you suppose the poachers took Biscuit?
I have no idea. Mooncalf dung's highly valuable for fertilizing magical plants. But I cannot imagine poachers care much about gardening. Who knows what they'll do to her? She could be flogged, skinned, gutted and stuffed. I assume. Oh, Biscuit.
Oh, poor cookie.
A mooncalf is an unusual pet. Why did you choose Biscuit?
She followed me one evening, wouldn't leave my side. Never thought I was one for a pet of any kind. But now I can't imagine life without her. Mooncalves are often thought of as silly, simple, wild creatures. I've seen great depths of character in Biscuit. I wouldn't trade her for a hippogriff or a hippopotamus, or even a goose that lays golden eggs.
I'll keep an eye out for your mooncalf, Garnuff.
How kind. If only all of Wizardkind was as gracious to goblins. If you do see her and can bring her safely home to me, I promise to reward you for your efforts. Do keep an eye out for her, and be careful out there. Poachers are an unscrupulous lot.
I should try and rescue Garnuff's mooncalf. Sounds as if I'd need to head north to find those poachers. Revelio.
Not much of the dog.
You'll not pass successfully if you don't.
Revelio.
The ministry.
Tôi lấy trời đó có sao này tìm nó rồi bán rồi thôi. Giờ có ra rồi là nó lạnh nó lạnh. Cô này dạo quá, nó cầu rồi đấy ra. Em bắt tôi ta chuyện nào à?
Incendio. Revelio.
Come in. Sorry if there's a smell. New batch of toad-hide. I'll not mind seeing you here again. Consider yourself welcome. Work hard.
Now, come on in and have a look around. No touching if you have sticky fingers. If I haven't said it before, it's a pleasure doing business with you. I'd say that looks as if it was made for you. I suspect you have a sharp eye for fashion. Be sure to stop by whenever you're about.
Don't get me started on how horrifying. Why we're forced to use
Revelio. 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 Confringo, Tego, Stupido, Defendo, Expelliarmus, Incendio. Revelio. 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 What do you have in store for me this time? Confringo! These Merlin trials won't get the best of me. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Quay về để lại nhìn coi lại con ra
Revelio. Now, I'm only trying to help.
Ôi, tao nói là bạn đâu. Revelio.
Thought we'd forget about that goblin helm you stole.
Ok, đây là tôi làm bộ này và những cái tàu nhỏ luôn. Con tháo. 我只係想做任務，我唔想你跌落山，所以你都係咁。好似10次就得嘅啦個任務。做10次就搞掂。Thank you， 牛牛，辛苦啦，辛苦啦。
Revelio.
The wizards will be defeated.
You're like I'll find ya.
Incendio!
Only one rock we're here to see.
No! I will make you pay.
Time!
What are you going to give up? I shall have been.
Revelio. Revelio.
Hello?
Poachers! Garliff was right then. I'd better be careful. Revelio.
Show yourself! I think I might rather confring the Accio! Conductor! Confringo! Confringo! Unlucky Silver! Confringo! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
Teaching in school.
Let's play
Incendio! Incendio!
Incendio!
I won't go down this evening! Incendio! Don't go down easy! Confringo! Time to get my claws out. Incendio!
Nice try! Confringo!
Oh, for a careful to get deals.
Incendio! Tego! Expelliarmus!
Confringo!
Incendio!
Confringo!
Let's play Predator and Prey, shall we? Disappoint me!
Incendio!
Expelliarmus!
Oh, that's clever!
Incendio! Expelliarmus! Confringo!
poaching days are over. Revelio. Alohomora. Well then, which one of you is Biscuit? Revelio. Còn đánh nó quay ra còn tí nào từ tí mà nhiều cách chưa quay rồi đó ra tí đó mô tả in từ trần từ xá lại nhất bắt chỗ là gì tật đâu bạn có muốn thấy thế này à còn nhiều chứ không phải của chúng ta đi
How nice. What's going on out there? Not quite. I won't rest until you're dead. You're so very weak. Are you quite finished? No, that's embarrassing, isn't it?
Confringo.
That's the best you can do.
Confringo. You've one less follower, Ranrock. Revelio. Revelio.
喺呢度有好多個龍，咁樣又要鋪勻晒佢，揾勻晒得。
Revelio. Revelio. Leviosa.
Settle yourself, I mean you no harm.
Revelio. Leviosa.
Professor Howard will never believe this.
Revelio. Leviosa.
I'll look after you.
Revelio. Leviosa. Revelio. Leviosa.
All right, Biscuit. Let's get you back to Golf, shall we?
哇！原來要我捉嘅，OK。放生佢哋，我都唔買到。這個人家沒打3，呢個打咗，打埋。一場嚟到就好嘥，反正我都要有取先得。 我呢度附近可以帶都打晒，咁就嚟啦。跟住就要英文台咯，加要嚟呢個都係最啲，跟住都唔知點嘅傾偈，跟住咧嚟翻去同學傾偈。呢個係高地嘅度。然後高地附近有咩搭？然後加呢個名稱，然後加呢個名就好啦。你埋先，問先問佢嘢，呢啲補償。
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
Thì sẽ hay nghe mà đầu tiên tôi thấy là con đồ cao có gì Wow, có một con đồ khá sẽ
Revelio.
tôi thấy đồ vật này mua sập của các xe cô rất là cao rất là thật đang kiểu sẽ có xin thẳng tiền xanh là sống xem xa lắm đấy tôi thải lại em mới chỉ chồng con rồi nhau tạo đấy什麼咧？
Quietly. I'm glad that you received my owl. We need to stay low and remain quiet. Natty, what's going on? Why are we all the way out here? As promised, I did some investigating to find out what Harlow is up to. I followed him to the Hog's Head. I noticed him reading a letter. All I could see was that it was signed by and bore the seal of Victor Rookwood. And one other thing. Harlow mentioned you to his colleagues. They did not mistake you for someone else, did they? No, they didn't. Rookwood and Harlow are after me. Why did you lie to me? And what do they want with a Hogwarts student? Professor Fig told me to keep things quiet, but I know I can trust you, Natty. Rookwood and Harlow want something Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts. When were you at Gringotts? Just before I came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's when I was late to the sorting ceremony. Corky brought us there after the dragon attacked our carriage. What on earth? There's one more thing. It's a bit odd, if I'm honest. Professor Fig says I have a rare connection to a powerful form of ancient magic. What does that mean? I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it, and I've cast magic I can't otherwise explain. I know that's a lot to take in. It is. And I will have more questions. For now, it's safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, and we can help to take them down for good. That letter is the tangible proof that Officer Singer needs. It is why I followed Harlow here and why I wrote to you. I need your help to retrieve it. You seem to be very determined in stopping Rookwood and Harlow. Why? I knew men like him in Uganda. I know how bad things can get if they are not stopped. It's a long story, one I promise to share when we have more time. For now, let's do what we came to do. Can't we just bypass Officer Singer and go directly to the ministry? Do you think they will listen to a student? Only Officer Singer can start an investigation. The ministry will come in later. I'll help you find the letter, Natty. I'm glad to hear it. First, we must access the castle keep. I'll check the main gate, see if you can find another way in. I do not see any guards, but we should still try to be as quiet as possible. Harlow is here after all.
Oh, sure. 你见过了呀？让我打给我爱家来死。边個啊？我幾時有我打機啊？我哋啲書喺度講嗌。有嘢得嘅得。
Revelio. Revelio. I wonder what that does. That did it. Guardian Leviosa. Revelio. I need to find a way into the gatehouse to open the gate for Natty. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
Wow. 個認證，仲要睇如果 NPC 不如嗰度條命會快啲。
Dead end. Must be another way in. Revelio.
Wingardium Leviosa.
That looks as if it might raise the gate. Revelio. I knew you could do it. This way. I will get the door. That is the main keep. My guess is that we'll find Harlow and the letter inside. We'll need to be careful once we get...
我喺你哋方後層已經俾人捉到你啦。
Restrain the beast!
Highwing. That hippogriff.
Get this thing back to now!
Very well. New plan. I get the evidence and you free that hippogriff. Agreed? This is our chance. Go! Blasted! Oh, there's got to be another way to get up to the roof. Somewhere.
Revelio.
Here. Waste of time.
Nothing to poach in Aaronshire except spiders.
I hope Natty stays out of trouble. Revelio. Salazar. Not the safest place to sneak into.
I'm always given the dull tasks.
Revelio. Mora. I hope Natty's having an easier time of it. Hello, Amora.
You're going home in a wooden box! Time to teach someone a lesson! Someone got the tomfoolery again.
But Perth made a unicorn skin. That fetches a few galleons.
Revelio.
I shan't be having none of your nonsense. Leave me like that again and you'll soon find yourself with naught but poachers at your back.
Hello, Amora. Revelio. Oh no, Deke was right. We need to save you from those barbarians. It's all right. There we go. There you are. Come on. Hello, Mola. Hurry. There's the Hogwarts Express! Must be returning from an unscheduled run.
I wonder if anyone can see us from the castle. This is amazing!
It's incredible, isn't it? How exciting. Oh, it was exhilarating, wasn't it? I wasn't sure we were going to make it out alive. There was no need to worry. I had it all under control. Were you able to find the letter? Summoned it straight out of Hallow's hands. I will say, I did not expect to see him cast the killing curse at us. He won't forget this. Be on your guard. Of course. What did the letter say? That Rookwood's looking for a phoenix. Not sure where he will find one. But it also included Harlow's orders to inspect that castle for the poachers. Enough to connect Harlow to the crimes. I shall deliver the letter to Officer Singer. She'll have to do something when she sees it. Now, tell me, where did you meet these hippogriffs? I've only met Highwing before. Poppy introduced us. Poppy Sweeting knows a hippogriff. Of course she does. Poppy would be relieved to know that Highwing's safe. I came to the right person for help. My mother will be worried. I must go. Seek me out soon. I shall have much to tell you.
When you have a moment, please stop by the Room of Requirement. Deke tells me he has something to share with you.
只放萬一啊送你返去，你咁節啊好拉寶貝嚟㗎。咁靚嘅師奶唔可以俾佢跟住，唔可以喺出面揸嚟走。
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
handy resource indeed, your field guide. I'm most pleased to be included.
Thank you again for delivering those potions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble.
佢哋話玩我先安嘅，點知原來都冇人，我特登同佢返屋企。
Found a bit of treasure in the forest. There's never an adventure myself. Hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
但係同佢一齊返咗屋企之後，你都唔係玩嘅。
玩咩啊？
唔知啊，我查自己喺度玩吧，話我唔玩。
係咪因為你太耐冇應佢，佢瞓着咗啊？係有個咁嘅可能性咩？唔知啊。
Oh, my dear Biscuit.
Garneth, I've rescued Biscuit.
You have? Oh, is she hurt? Was she frightened? Are you all right?
Biscuit is fine, as am I. I was able to rescue her without much incident.
Oh, mercy. Where poachers are concerned, I tend to expect the worst. I cannot wait to get her home. I so miss seeing her dance in the evenings. Such joy.
I'm glad she's safe now. I'm sure she'll be happy to go home.
Took a great weight off my mind. Oh, my sweet little Biscuit. My wise, noble moon calf. And here is your reward, of course. Well deserved. As I said before, you have restored my faith in wizard kind. You've restored at least a modicum of my faith in wizard kind. Biscuit and I can't thank you enough.
Mr. Moon, I've learned who's behind the demiguise statues. It was a classmate of yours that you bullied, Piers Pemberton.
Oh, I might have known. Pigtails Piers.
I don't think he likes being called that.
Of course he does. Oh, he had such flowing locks. We used to laugh about them. I laughed the hardest of all. Clever, clever man. I'd no idea he was so devious. I must go and congratulate him. Whatever statues remain seem less terrifying now that I know they were put out by old pigtails. Continue collecting them if you like. As for me, I'm gonna go and pay a visit to my old friend.
anything to do with the dark art should be avoided. It's too risky.
Anything to do with Salazar Slytherin is worth the risk.
I can't agree. And I'll not say a word more. I'm sorry.
I won't give up.
What were you and Ominous speaking about?
He's being ridiculous. Apparently Salazar Slytherin had a secret scriptorium. I reminded him that Anne needs a cure. This scriptorium could hold the answers we need.
The dark arts do pique my interest.
There's more to dark magic than people realize. The Gaunts know this better than most. Perhaps I've spoken out of turn. Ominous's family history is personal to him.
I understand. You needn't tell me if you don't want to.
If I were you, I'd be begging for more details.
It's not that I'm not interested, and you can certainly trust me if you want to tell me anything.
Ominous learned dark magic from his parents. Are you familiar with the Cruciatus curse?
What does the Cruciatus curse do?
It's known as the torture curse, Crucio. It inflicts intense, excruciating pain on the victim. Apparently, his parents and older siblings had no qualms about casting it on muggles for sport. Ominous described the sound of the victim's cries as horrific, so the first time he was asked to cast it himself as a child, he couldn't bring himself to do it. As punishment, his family cast it on him. The anguish was so bad that when asked to cast it again, he relented. I have repeatedly assured Ominous that he did what he had to, but he still hasn't forgiven himself.
How horrible. Poor Ominous, he was only a child. He shouldn't blame himself.
After that incident, the rift between Ominous and his family only grew. That is until I came along. Every moment he isn't at Hogwarts, he's with us in Feldcroft. Ominous trusts me. And more often than not, he winds up listening to me. I'll remind him of that when I follow up about the scriptorium. Watch for my owl. I'll have news soon enough. I'll make Ominous understand. He'll change his mind.
Oh my god, Omega.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that. Deke has had a thought. He... Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master, retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Hobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
I don't have anything for this at the moment.
Deke thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Revelio.
And your reading is The Dragon. That's exciting, I suppose. Perhaps you're due for an adventure.
Oh my.
Ladies,
Professor Shah.
astronomy is not divination. You won't find the mysteries of the cosmos charted out on your palms or at the bottom of your teacups. Alas, the heavens remain hazy to the starry-eyed. Now, if you were to devote yourselves to persistent and painstaking observation, you just might catch a glimpse. With that in mind, please take your telescopes. Tonight we will be on the observation deck. Still don't have your own? You can't be the new student forever, you know. You can share with Mr. Takar.
Here, I can adjust that for you.
No, bring it into focus on your own. Now, I expect all of you to put in your stargazing hours outside of class. Is that clear?
But, Professor, it's freezing out.
Mere cold didn't stop the great stargazers of the past. Look only to the astronomy tables they erected throughout the highlands from which they gazed millennia ago on the very self-same stars above us. Is that clear? Dismissed.
Oh, hello. I'm Amit. We met in potions class. I'm happy to report that we've yet to have any explosions in this class.
Oh, hello, Amit. Nice to see you again.
Did I hear Professor Shaw say that you don't have your own telescope? I have a spare one you could borrow for the rest of term.
That's very kind of you, Amit. Are you sure you won't need it?
I'm certain. It's my old one. I finally got my hands on the new Celestia Contemplar. You've heard of it, I assume? I mean, of course you have. It's only the pinnacle of all personal stargazing implements. But my old model's not too shabby either. Goblin-cut glass, first-rate optical enchantments. Hate to think such a fine instrument is just collecting dust.
Well, Thank you, Amit.
Think nothing of it. Anyway, the telescope's in the storage room right underneath us. You can't miss it. I have some, reading to finish on the lower deck. Come find me there afterwards, and bring the telescope. There's something I want to talk to you about. Tried to put off my stargazing as long as I could.
This was his old telescope. Looks practically brand new.
A pristine night for stargazing. Do not let it be wasted.
Professor Shah, I'm interested in learning more about astronomy.
It is increasingly rare to find a student who seeks after things celestial of their own accord. But if you truly desire to chart the courses of the cosmos, you must rid your mind of the terrestrial babble of others. We ourselves are not unlike blank star charts, you know. Empty canvases waiting to be inscribed with all that the universe has to offer. Do you understand?
You mentioned astronomy tables earlier in class. What were you talking about?
Long ago, devotees of the astral arts set up stone slabs across the countryside. They are ideal for studying constellations near and far. For centuries, wizards made use of these astronomy tables for stargazing. Sadly, they have since become mere monuments to the intrepid intellectual pursuits of a bygone epoch.
Am I right in thinking you are unimpressed by divination?
Of the many other so-called disciplines taught here, divination is perhaps the most feeble, especially in its nonsensical practice of astrology. Do not confuse astronomy and astrology. One is concerned with mysteries stellar and lunar, the other is mere lunacy.
Thank you, Professor. I look forward to stargazing.
I am glad to hear it. Should be a stellar night for it.
Professor Shah's just about as cold and distant as the bloody stars she wants us to chart. Not how I wanted to spend my evening.
Not sure what you can learn from these astronomy tables that you can't learn from a cup of tea leaves.
I had heard about these odd stone tables out in the Highlands. Our mate thinks he knows everything. Even
The constellations are beautiful. Not sure they're worth dying of a cold for, but they are. The perfect night for... Oh!
I have the telescope. It's nicer than I had expected.
I would not offer a prospective stargazer a third-rate lunoscope. But there is, something else.
Yes? What is it?
You remember those astronomy tables Shaw was going on about? It just so happens I've been reading up on them a little myself. And it seems there may be one right here at Hogwarts. I believe we could use it to find hidden constellations.
And you need someone to help you find it.
I do. Are you in? No one from the Gobstones Club will go with me. Said they'd rather get spit at by a stone than... Well, they are cowards. Let us get moving while the stars are still out. I'll show you how to use that telescope once we get there. I promise.
Oh, no need to convince me. Let's get going.
Brilliant. You won't regret it. Shall we? The table is on a castle wall ahead. Look for a stone platform, something that doesn't quite belong. We'll know it when we see it. Onwards we go then. Some say the locations of the tables were originally centaurs for ritual stargazing. It is nice having a fellow stargazer to explore with.
Happy to be here. It is good to leave the classroom now and then.
It's not that creepy out here at night, is it? The Gobstones Club are cowards. Here I am, charging ahead. Why don't you lead the way?
If you're sure.
A little foreboding.
A few cobwebs and some dust. Nothing to be concerned about.
Lumos! Oh, of course. It's just not as tidy as I expected. More cobwebs. I think any spiders might be lurking around.
Oh, no. Not this close to the school limit.
The constellation should appear near the center of your view. As soon as you've lined up the telescope, we will be able to fill out our star chart. I was right about the tables. They really are gateways to the far stars, just as the book said. And your contribution was invaluable. Rest assured, you shall be credited in my memoirs one day.
Thank you, Emmett. I look forward to reading them.
And I look forward to writing them. This is only the beginning. You will find more tables like this one throughout the grounds and forest, all beckoning to be discovered by a worthy astronomer. And if I have ever seen one, it's you. Oh, and about my old telescope, don't bother returning it. You should keep it.
That's quite generous. Thank you.
You are welcome. It has goblin-cut glass and a gobbledygook inscription. I'm practically fluent in gobbledygook, you know. It's all in the throat, really, gobbledygook, you know, and how you pronounce your R's. Anyway, glad our adventure was a success. I will see you soon. Never do get tired of seeing the astronomy tower at night. What a view.
Wizard who is being harassed
Tại
by
tự nhiên chỉ cần
Harlow.
trình độ cao.
He may be able to provide the evidence we need to take Harlow down.
Đi
We
chỗ
should
mà
speak with him.
bộ nhé.
Meet me at his home.
Đi ở đâu chỗ cắm nhé. Phát hiện劇情令到你唔講嘢啊！
嗰度思考緊咯，佢又多咗啲，成就去解。
You can't imagine how inconvenient travel was.
'I tried so many regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
Adelaide Oaks, isn't it? I received your owl.
Yes, I'm Adelaide Oaks. Oh dear. You see, my uncle Roland is a metal trader who's quite well known in the goblin community. He normally sends me owls every week when he's on his business travels. In his last owl, he alluded to dealings with those radical goblins, Ranrock's loyalists. It's been ages since that owl and I'm worried. What with the troll attack on Hogsmeade and the rumours that goblins may have been involved, well, I'm fearing the worst. Should I be worried about my uncle, or am I overthinking this?
I think you're right to be concerned, Adelaide. Your uncle may be in trouble.
You're much more understanding than Professor Weasley. She heard I was going to look for him and forbade me from leaving the grounds. She's convinced he can handle himself, but I can't concentrate on anything until I know he's all right. Could you try to find out for me? From what I hear, you're almost as adventurous as Uncle Roland.
I take it you and your uncle are close.
We are. My mother died when I was born, and I lost my father when I was 5. Uncle Roland's looked after me for as long as I can remember. He knows I get anxious when he travels, and that's why he sends me all the owls, to let me know that he's all right.
Has your uncle traded with many goblins?
Yes, for ages. Even speaks gobbledygook. But he only recently mentioned Ranrock's lot, insisting the galleons were worth the risk. He does it for me. Between robes and supplies, attending Hogwarts costs a fair sickle. And besides that, Uncle Roland has expensive taste. He's sacrificed so much for me over the years. I promised him that as soon as I finish Hogwarts, I shall be the one taking care of him.
I'll try and look into it for you, Adelaide.
Thank you. He's very thorough in his record keeping. Notes all his trades in a journal, makes maps. In fact, in his last owl, he drew me a map of his next stop. He planned to set up camp north of here. I do hope you're able to find out where he is. Thank you again for any help you can provide. Oh, Uncle Roland. Into.
My favourite room in the school is the library.
I hope Adelaide's Uncle Roland is all right. She seems very worried. Adelaide mentioned her uncle's camp may be near Brookborough, past the river. Revelio. Revelio.
You're here. Brilliant.
I received your owl. What happened with Ominous?
I told him none of us will be able to avoid dark magic forever. So the more we know about Salazar Slytherin and the dark arts, the better prepared we'll be. Unfortunately, only a Gaunt knows the location of the Scriptorium's entrance, and Ominous won't tell me.
Perhaps I should have a chat with Ominous.
You? I suppose it's worth a try. But don't get your hopes up. Ominous is annoyingly stubborn. Nothing new. I know where he is. I'll lead you to him and then leave you to it. Come on. He's this way.
Revelio.
Keep an eye out. Never know who's watching. Although that hasn't stopped us before.
Strictly speaking, it has. We were caught.
Damned poltergeist. Such a nuisance.
Revelio.
There he is. Good luck.
What are you doing here?
Hello, Ominous. Do you have a moment?
What is it? What have you and Sebastian been up to now?
I owe you an apology, Ominous. I wasn't honest with you before about the Undercroft. Sebastian did show it to me. He wanted me to have a safe place to practice some spells, to try and catch up to the other fifth years. He didn't think you'd mind.
I suppose that makes sense. It's just Sebastian's been pestering me lately about something and I'm frustrated with him.
Don't tell me he's still going on about... What was it? Scriptorium?
He told you about that?
He did. We were talking about Hogwarts founders and he mentioned it. Wouldn't say much more, though.
Yes, well, he seems to think it contains the answer to saving Anne. I think it's likely full of dark magic that is better left untouched.
Wait, you've never been inside?
Of course not. I only know about it because of my favorite aunt, Noctua. She thought like I do. Didn't agree with the family on the use of dark magic. In fact, she'd hoped to convince my family that there was more to Salazar Slytherin than worshipping pureblood status. She'd heard of this scriptorium and thought its contents might shed some light on him. She even found the secret entrance in this very corridor. She wrote regularly to my father about her efforts to gain access, and then she simply vanished. No one else ever tried to enter.
That is a bit unnerving. I suppose even if it might lead to answers about what happened to your aunt, it does pose a risk.
Aunt Noctua went down this path with good intentions and lost her life. I don't want the same to happen again.
You don't know that history will repeat itself. Besides, you said your aunt thought like you. This could honor her memory. Get you answers about Slytherin, and Sebastian answers for Anne. Your aunt pursued this alone. We could do it together.
I see what you've done here, and I confess, you've convinced me. I didn't think it possible. Very well. I shall tell you what I know. Fetch Sebastian, I'll wait. I hope we don't regret this.
Sebastian, over here.
These braziers
Confringo.
to the script.
Now you'll share?
You wouldn't tell me when I practically forgot. It wasn't you who told me what I needed to hear. Opening the entrance has something to do with threes.
Well, 3 heads are better than 1.
It's 2 heads are better than 1.
And by that logic, 3 is better than 2. Simple mathematics, Ominous. Something's happening.
I hope we're ready for this.
Dark, ominous corridors. My favourite.
Lumos.
No comment.
Come on, that was a good one.
Lumos. Reparo.
Looks like a locked door. No one's been around. The rubble formed a relief of a person facing a snake.
A journal entry.
Must be the voice I hear.
Signed by Noctua Gaunt.
The voice is...
You hear a voice?
It started when you repaired that relief. I hear a whisper saying, "Speak to me." I'm a parcel mouth. I can hear and speak to snakes. Nearly all known parcel mouths are descended from Salazar Slytherin.
I'd like to be able to talk to snakes.
You might not want the ability to speak parcel tongue. It's often associated with dark wizards. I haven't spoken it in ages, but I'd wager if I speak it now, the door will open. I'm hoping you're having second thoughts.
I see no reason we should stop now.
It's ironic. When I left home, I vowed to leave the dark arts behind, and yet here I am. Stand back. I can't believe I'm doing this.
Lumos. It worked! Ominous, you possess a rare ability indeed.
Between the two of you, I'm starting to feel left out.
Between the two of us?
Never mind. There's no clear way forward.
Lumos.
Like a maze. Salazar Slytherin likely wanted this to be difficult to solve.
Revelio.
The door we came from, it closed. And there's more than one gate ahead.
Then look closely at each gate for clues.
Incendio. Lumos. Revelio. Lumos.
The brazier. When the door closed, it lit up.
This journal entry, it mentions getting lost and being unwelcome. The dial requires focus.
Aunt Noctua said the same. It may take practice to solve it. That didn't sound good.
Salazar didn't make this easy. This is looking rather dire, isn't it?
You sound surprised. We're in a maze designed by Salazar Slytherin.
All the gates have symbols, and there are symbols on the dial.
Lumos.
Oh, mình xe. Cái này đi lên. Mình xe đi còn.
Another gate.
Seems Slytherin like to play games.
That's one in the family.
Look in a mirror, Sebastian.
Matching the symbols did open it.
Was about to do that myself, but you got
Confringo!
Nice work.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Confringo! Ha! Ha! Lumos.
That sounded promising.
Another dial solved. Lumos.
Impressive. Nice work.
Noctua references painful and arduous challenges, but also rewards.
Painful. That's the part I'm wary of.
All I heard was rewards. Keep going.
Ominous. Your aunt wanted to change your family's traditions.
Excellent work. We're another step closer to the
Revelio.
scriptorium.
Lumos. Revelio. Lumos. Revelio.
I spotted something ahead. Looks
Lumos.
troubling.
This whole place is troubling, but for my aunt's sake, we cannot stop now.
Confringo! Lumos. Confringo!
The gate! I think we're locked in.
Lumos.
Then Salazar Slytherin is not yet finished with us.
Ominous. A skeleton. And Noctua's last journal entry. She mentions being trapped here, blocked by an unforgivable curse.
This is where she died. This is where we'll die. I shouldn't have listened to either of you.
Ominous, I'm truly sorry about your aunt. But I know what to do. It's going to be difficult.
You said you know what to do.
Tortured faces on the door and crucios etched into the stone. My guess is if we cast the Cruciatus curse, the door will open. That's why Noctua died. She had no one to cast the curse on. Ominous has the most experience with this. He should cast it. You seem to be in Ominous's favor. Will you ask him about this?
You know him better than I do.
Very well. Wish me luck. Wish we had some liquid luck. Ominous, I know this is the last thing you want to do.
Yes, I thought you knew me better.
But this is different. Whoever you cast it upon would have agreed to it first. It wouldn't be an innocent victim. We have to open the door.
The spell won't work unless you mean it. That's true of all unforgivables. If it must be done, then one of you must cast it.
What do we do now? Ominous is not going to cast the Cruciatus Curse again.
Ridiculous. As if dying in here is a better option than casting a damned spell. It's up to us. I can teach you Crucio, or I can cast it on you.
Wait, you didn't say you knew how to cast Crucio?
Because I'm not sure I do. Ominous knows that, yet he's left us no choice. I don't yearn to follow in Noctua Gaunt's footsteps. I think I can cast it if I have to.
I want to learn the curse, but I won't cast it on you. You need to cast it on me.
I shan't forget this. Ready?
新鮮事得，等我試下先。
Are you all right?
That pain. It was excruciating, but I'll survive. Let's keep moving.
We made it. We found Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium.
Revelio.
I can't believe we're here.
Sebastian, Ominous. There's a book just here.
You found something?
You two go ahead. Let me know what's in it. I'll wander around a bit.
May I have a look?
Revelio.
What do you think? Looks like a spellbook of some kind. This is incredible. A Hogwarts founder's possession. What an honor. Still can't believe Ominous never told me about his aunt and what she found.
What will you do with Slytherin's spellbook?
What I do with every book. Read it. Having professors as parents ingrained that habit early on. But I can do that later. For now, I say we explore this room. It's breathtaking.
I've been getting an uneasy feeling about this place. You couldn't linger here. Let's find a way out, please.
I don't want to leave, but I owe you. Both of you. Without both of you, we'd never have made it this far.
We were lucky. We could have died. We must swear never to do this again.
I see a way out.
Revelio.
Best news I've heard all day.
Ominous. About your aunt.
Please, Sebastian. I meant what I said before. We swear, right now, never to engage in anything to do with dark magic again.
Understood. I'm truly sorry about your aunt, Ominous.
I suppose after all this, I am grateful to know what happened to her. Thank you.
Revelio.
Luke and Brattleby must have nearly wet himself when you won every single crossed once battle.
Alohomora. Revelio. Revelio.
Dick thinks you should be proud of all the potions you've brewed.
Thank you again for delivering those cushions to Madame Lawing. Saved me a lot of time and trouble. I hope to see you again. Farewell for now.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
Hello there, come on in. Plenty to look at here.
Revelio. 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 Revelio.
感觉都说是有收买我在舞台圈朋友之後有個任務先可以落到去啦。咁我哋就繼續行，於是就唔好嚟啦。我有一日到黑都改變咗入唔到。
You would be wise not to underestimate this student. Their aptitude for magic is beyond anything I've ever seen, and I've been teaching a long time.
It is a joy to have such a student.
It can be.
There you are.
I received your owl. I was able to speak with Lodgok, the goblin I mentioned before.
What did you learn?
He and Ranrock were close once, but they had a falling out.
You believe he can be trusted?
He seemed trustworthy. Difficult to know, really. But Serona Ryan trusts him.
Well, that's something, I suppose. Supposing he can be trusted, will he help us get to Ranrock?
I retrieved a stolen helm that he hopes to return to Ranrock in order to regain his confidence.
You have been busy. Let's hope your efforts result in our learning something about Ranrock's plans.
Lodgok did mention that Ranrock is searching for something, but he couldn't say what. Perhaps that helm will yield some answers.
Ranrock is searching for something. I feared as much. I've heard an unusual amount of activity, goblins and wizards, I surmise, when visiting my portrait at my castle.
Rookwood Castle?
My former residence, yes. That castle is also the location of your next trial.
You didn't see anything? Speak with anyone?
I did not. In fact, I did not make myself known. I only recently returned there and did not recognize nor trust anyone that I heard. I stayed out of sight so as not to tempt my portrait's destruction.
I'm sorry to tell you that Victor Rookwood, evidently your descendant, is a dark wizard in league with Ranrock.
My descendant? A dark wizard? I'm afraid we've no time to waste. Despite the obstacles that clearly await you, you must get to Rookwood Castle immediately. Not only is it the location of the next trial, it is home to a source of power that would be devastating in the wrong hands. I do wish we had the luxury of time. However, I do not doubt your abilities. Find my portrait there as soon as you can.
Very well, sir. I'm on my way.
Best of luck.
No time to waste. I'll meet you at Rookwood Castle.
Revelio.
Revelio. Reparo. Revelio. Revelio. Alohomora. Wingardium Leviosa. One to go. Revelio.
Thank you for your persistence and cleverness. I confronted Piers about it, and he confessed straight away, the old rascal. We've agreed to let bygones be bygones. Don't forget to say hello the next time you're in the Three Broomsticks. Thrilled to be back there again.
Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio.
astronomy table. Should prove useful once the sun's down. Here's one of those tables Professor Shah mentioned.
By here, looking for Mr. Bickle.
You are here. Good. Is this Mr. Bickle's home? I believe so. He supposedly has evidence against Harlow. We need to speak with him.
My husband.
Are you all right? We're looking for Mr. Bickle.
My husband is dead. He killed him.
Oh, I'm terribly sorry, Mrs. Bickle. Who killed your husband?
Theophilus Harlow. I'm sure of it. He's been threatening my husband for weeks and... Oh, where is my son? Where is Archie?
He must be around here somewhere. When did you last see him?
Archie was home with his father while I was out. His satchel's missing. Hopefully he's just gone wandering, as he's prone to do. I hope he wasn't here when Harlow... when my husband...
Do you know which way Archie might have gone?
He has a little hideout in the forest south of here. He never wanders far. But if he witnessed Harlow doing something to his father, I'm afraid to leave, in case he comes back home.
What reason would Harlow have to kill your husband?
My husband had been looking into Harlow's dealings and discovered some of what he's been up to. I begged him to leave it alone, but he was convinced that...
Is there anything more you can tell me about Harlow?
He's Victor Rookwood's second-in-command. A miserable, awful creature. Vicious and murderous.
We'll find your son, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. What am I going to do?
Please do not worry, Mrs. Bickle. We will bring Archie home. When I took the letter we found to Officer Singer, she told me about Mr. Bickle. He had been doing the same thing we are, providing Officer Singer with evidence to take down Harlow. I had hoped to speak with him about what he had found, but we were too late.
What did Officer Singer say about the letter you brought her?
She thanked me, but she clearly felt that it was not enough. It is a shame that hippogriffs cannot speak. Your friend Highwing could provide all the evidence against Harlow that we need. We will need something more. This must be little Archie's hideout that Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Archie?
Revelio.
Archie Bickle! He would not have done this to his own hideout. Someone came here looking for him. Revelio may be our only hope of finding out which way he went. There! Archie's footprints. He went this way. I thought we would have found Archie by now.
I suspect he'll keep running if he's being followed.
If it is Harlow that's pursuing him, I only hope you're right. Men like Harlow would not think twice about killing a child. We must find Archie quickly. Wolves! Prepare for a fight.
Reparo.
I hope Archie didn't cross paths with that wolf pack. We should look around.
Revelio.
Archie's satchel. Why would he leave it behind? He was likely running from Harlow, distracted.
Oh.
This may be a good time for Revelio again.
Revelio.
Archie went this way. I have a bad feeling about this. Harlow must have a reason for pursuing Archie.
I wonder what Archie saw. I hope he didn't see Harlow kill his father.
He would never overcome it. At least not in any way I can imagine. A fork in the road. We will need Revelio. Multiple sets of footprints. Oh, Harlow caught up to him here. This is not good. They went this way. Thestrals. They are beautiful, are they not?
Revelio.
You can see Thestrals too. I witnessed death when I was 9, saw my first Thestral shortly thereafter. I found comfort in it. I still do. I think those of us who have witnessed death deserve some comfort.
I'm sorry you experienced something like that at so young an age.
I was with my father when he died. My mother was helpless. It was a long time ago in some ways, but in other ways, it seems like it was only yesterday. I still see him so clearly.
You must miss him.
My father was a wonderful man. Let us keep moving. We must find...
Revelio.
Taking in children now, are we? Better not.
Revelio. Levioso. Depulso. Accio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. 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 Revelio.
I did not expect this tent to be so large on the inside. That complicates things a little. Revelio.
Cast my eyes closer.
Không phải chứ cũ rồi nó thật cả kêu rồi. Người ta mà.
Perhaps it's dinner I'm hearing.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Accio. Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa.
Your help!
Archie Bickle.
How do you know who I am?
Your mother sent us to find you.
Oh, I'm so glad to see you.
Not too loud, Archie.
Revelio.
We need to get this open.
Alohomora.
Uncle Harlow. He killed my father.
We're so sorry, Archie. We won't let him get away with it. But first we need to get you home to your mother.
Thank you for saving me.
We wouldn't have it any other way, Archie. Now, let's get you home. We know a safe way back.
Archie, you're here! Oh, you're safe.
Mother? Oh, Mother. Father's friends in danger. I heard the people who took me talking about them.
What friends, darling?
Mr. Gilbert. I think they also took Otto's name.
Oh, I shall speak with them. You run inside.
Yes, Mother.
Your husband's friends may be in danger.
Just as he was.
How can we help?
You've done enough. My husband was a powerful wizard and couldn't defeat Harlow. The last thing we need is that monster coming after you.
It may be too late for that. I'm afraid Harlow's already after us.
Then you needn't anger him further. I assure you, the threat could be a lot worse. Please, please keep your distance.
I'm sorry again about your husband, Mrs. Bickle.
Thank you. And thank you for bringing Archie home. I can never repay the two of you for your kindness.
Not to worry, Mrs. Bickle. My father used to say that rain does not fall on one roof alone. We are here to help each other. I must learn more about Mr. Bickle's friends and why Harlow is after them. You'll be hearing from me as soon as I know something. Thank you for that.
Revelio. Revelio.
I should investigate.
Revelio.
Confringo!
Revelio.
Up for a bit of dying, are we? Enjoy suffering, do you?
Show yourself.
Incendio!
Kill spell.
Utterly pitiful, this
Revelio.
Wingardium Leviosa. Confringo. Confringo. Revelio. Accio. Confringo. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Crucio. Confringo. Accio. Revelio. Likely this astronomy table will be best used when it's dark. Knowing our meat, he's likely studied here.
Impressed?
Are you quite finished?
Confringo! Crucio!
Your blood's on Ranrock's hands. Revelio.
It's so tricky after all, Merlin.
Revelio. Revelio.
See myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation worked out one day. People working for me.
Revelio.
You will regret coming here.
Revelio.
I've used unforgivable kinds on occasion. Looking to be forgiven.
Revelio. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa. Wingardium Leviosa.
Over here!
Seems a pleasant enough little place.
Hasn't been anyone as bad as Barney.
Nice to see you again.
Nice to see you as well. How can I help you?
What do you have for sale?
Have I mentioned you're welcome to stop by any time?
發生咩事啊？今日
我今日翻咗。
有我都係有，單 J 就齊人噶啦。
啊？
單 J 就齊人咯。
好見？
首先要等光天翻嚟。
佢又唔喺度啊？
不嬲嗰啲不嬲晏少少啦。
你咁入咗嚟嘅喎？
佢入咗嚟啊，晏少少咁解啫嘛。
What's going on here?
Professor Rookwood was right. The place is crawling with Victor Rookwood's lot and Ranrock's loyalists. They're working together all right, but it is not a friendly alliance. I'm sure you'll agree that we'll have to find a way in other than the front gate. Let's go.
Let's finish this job. Ranrock wanted to find the child, but which child?
We could take every child we find to Ranrock. Eventually we may get the right one.
啱啱先瞓醒，勁爽。
It does sound easier.
Chevicus Totalis.
不如就我哋而家自己玩住先啦。
絕望喎！
絕望你唔想等齊人。
絕咩望啊！我上次玩到邊度啊？喺嗰度開翻先。
完咗啦！
玩多次啦，等光纖翻嚟啫嘛。你翻嚟先轉啦。
但我開咗波咯。
開咩啊？開咗啲咩波啊？Harry Potter。
打緊啦！
Revelia。
你隨時都停得㗎。
大戰在即佢。
You can't stop Ranrock's rebellion!
I could fall dead asleep.
咩特天在？空中打啦！咦，不過唔係前面喎，往前。我覺得我嗰陣玩呢度係硬打入去。
好啦，等我。好啦，我哋望住呢個山同大海，呢個唔似日出定日落啦。
望下海，乜咁冇人？
都睇唔出佢咩時間啦。喺大戰在之前，我哋就暫時休息下，欲知後事如何，希望下回分解。如果中意條片記得俾個 like、share、subscribe 我哋啊！如果想我哋玩啲咩嘅話，我哋就喺下面留言話俾我哋知啦。我哋下集再見，拜拜！打返過嚟。